Hello, how are you? We're always seeing each other here virtually in the camera or in the computer. Oh, new times. Okay, so let me start. First of all, I want to thank Bonds for inviting me. And before I forget, I want to greet all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, and yes, Happy Father's Day. Okay, yeah. Bonds asked me. I saw the title of that poster. That poster said "Come Back." Well, I guess if you want to say come back for me, it's probably yeah, I came back to the business. Okay, I started this business. Ava and I started way back in 1999. So it's been many years that we've been in the business, and you know. I left the business. I was trying to figure that out, but I pretty much left it around 2008 or 9. Okay, meaning I left as a distributor. Okay, but I maintained, using the products all that time. When it was the company Symmetry before, then it became Singular. I heard about it, but I wasn't involved. I involved in the actively involved in the business. I was just using the products. Okay, so from that time, fast forward, I don't know, 13 years maybe, here comes the pandemic, okay? And everybody's stuck in their homes like us, lockdowns, and wow, what are you gonna do? My business basically shut down at the time because we had a store in the mall, and the malls were closed, and there was nothing to do, right? But one thing that I noticed was that Singular never stopped. Okay, it was from time to time I would get these messages about meetings, and said, oh wow, and I guess it was also good because they were doing stuff virtually, online, and another thing too is the product had something to do with health, and at that time we had no vaccines. The COVID was really spreading fast, and you didn't want to get it especially during those times. I know so many people that didn't survive it, and so people were, scared like me. I was, kind of worried. I mean, I still had to go to the store, have a face shield, masked up, and everything. In the very beginning, I wore rubber gloves, and I was so careful. Bringing around alcohol, and because I didn't want to catch that virus, and so I looked at when Singular started doing this virtual meetings. I said, wow, maybe this is. I mean, look, we're just staying at home. So I joined one of the meetings, and basically that was the start. I got started, and I would say that was my comeback into the business. Okay, but I haven't fully come back yet. Okay, as a distributor. I mean, when I say that, it's when I say that you're really working the business, you'll notice that your incomes will grow. Your of course you will advance in positions and things like that. I've been through that years ago when I started, and but it takes work, and I'm not gonna lie to anybody about that. If you want your business to grow, it's gonna be, you've got to do something about it. If you really want it to grow, you want to make incomes. It's not, what everybody promises when you join other companies. They say, oh, you just join, you can make this amount of money. No, it's not like that. You also have to exert some effort, okay? But the great thing here is that the company has a lot, I mean, the integrity behind the company is, wow, it's there. I mean, look at me. I started more than 20 years ago, and I stopped for a long, long time and became just basically a user. But because I worked hard in those beginning years, there was always checks coming, whether they were small or big or what. There was always a check. Okay, there's always a check from the work that we put in years ago. Okay, and that's the great thing about it, is that for whatever reason, if you're just here still like me before as a member, but you joined a long time ago, it's okay. You know, stay using the products, and you know, maybe after this you'll start to maybe do something, you know, and make your business grow. Um, well, that's my story, okay? But I'm just going to give a couple tips. I'm not going to be here very long, and you know, this is not a seminar or anything. Just a couple of things that you know, if you want to grow your business, okay, I need to do this, and as well as anyone out there that wants to grow their business. There are some, just a couple of things I wanna share with you. Okay, now I learned this first one from Mr. Rudy Reback himself. Okay, and he talked about this, and I think a lot of the old distributors will remember. You know, if you joined way back when I did, but if you're not and you're new, these are really key points. Okay, key points of making your business grow. Okay, and you know, what Rudy also told us, if you really want to grow your business, there are three things you need to do. Okay, three things, just three things. Okay, and that's one is you know, talk to a lot of people. Okay, because when you talk to a lot of people, that's, you know, it's a law of averages. Not everybody's going to join. I mean, if you've just joined into Zingular and you went out and you talked to a few friends, they might have said no. Okay, and you have to get past that. You know, accept that not everybody's going to be interested in what you're trying to share. Okay, but it's the law of averages. You know, if you talk to 10 people, you get 2. Okay, and you never know what could happen. You know, like me, when I shared the business years and years ago when I started, it was the first person that I signed in. Okay, and they told me I struck oil. Okay, but anyways, that can happen. Okay, but you don't know when it's going to happen. Okay, so you've got to talk to a lot of people to make your business grow. Okay, now the second thing that Rudy taught us also was talk to a lot of people. Okay, you know, basically that's what the key here is bringing in new people all the time. Okay, and new people will get going and get started, and they get fired up and they get going, and sometimes what happens is they die down. Like me, that's what I did. I got in, I got started, and I, you know, and I built a big company, a big organization, and then later on I cooled down and became a user, and that's okay. You know, that's okay. If somebody joins your business and they become a distributor and then later on become a user, that's great. That's great. You know, I've learned another thing, attending a business developer seminar when one of the executives said that your user base is your longevity. Okay, that's the longevity in the business, is getting a lot of users. So it's not that you got to go look for the big time distributor. Okay, and that's great if you land somebody like that. That's great. That'll make your business grow and, you know, your organization grow. But it's the users that will keep you alive, that will keep your business going. And it's great to get either one, users or distributors. Okay, and the last thing that Rudy taught us, well, I guess you probably are going to guess what I'm going to say, is talk to a lot of people. And folks, I just want to reiterate that new business is really the key. Okay, new business, so that means you got to talk to new people all the time. Now, I know what's happened is during the pandemic, we were, stuck in our houses. We were not used to going out so often, and if we talked to people, it was always online or through messaging and things like that. And it's still probably today, a lot of people still communicate that way. You know, especially now, gasoline has gotten very high, so people are not moving around as much as they used to. Okay, and that's okay because we have the tools. Okay, we have the tools to use to go out and talk to these people through Messenger or through WhatsApp or through Viber, okay, social media, or even a phone call, okay? And now another thing is that, you know, before there was nobody out there. Now in the old days, when Eva and I did the business, it was a lot of cold contacts, you know, just talking to anybody that you see. But it's not like that anymore because, you know, people are masked up and you know, things like that. So you might not, I don't know, maybe it keeps people away from trying to talk to people in public, but things are starting to come back to normal, so you'll be able to do that as well. But at the same time, the plus side here is that we have tools to use, and that's what I'm talking to you now in is my phone, okay? So we can use that for now, okay? And of course, as I said, things are starting to get more loosened up. You know, people are moving around. You know, I was in the mall yesterday. There were a lot of people in the mall, so we can also do face-to-face talking. You might see somebody that you haven't seen for a while, and you can talk to them. You know, but that's the three key things: is talk to a lot of people, get new people into your organization, and you know, that's how you're going to make the business grow. Now, the second topic and last topic is involvement. Okay. And when I came back, that's basically, I did that more than anything. I should be doing number one if I want my business to grow, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't done enough of it, okay? But number two is involvement. Involvement by the meetings, the Zoom meetings, the trainings that the company is putting on all week long. And not only that, but there are also distributors that are doing their Zoom meeting, so you can get involved that way. You can share the meeting when, you know, Vaughn sends the link. You share the link, okay? And even if you're talking, you know, you might have to help that person. Now, Zoom is can be tricky for people who aren't so well versed with technology, but it's easy if you just walk them through it and help them. You know, you can get them into the Zoom meeting, and that's one way of involving yourself. Second is the face-to-face meetings that the company is starting. Invite people to come to the face-to-face meetings. You know, involvement is very, how do you call that? Is very crucial to your business. Why? Because this is where you can rejuvenate, you can remotivate yourself. Okay, because you know, whoever's on the Zoom meeting is talking, and then you'll see a bunch of people there. You know, so that can help kind of inspire you to do more business. Go to the trainings. There are trainings in case you don't understand the business that well. There are trainings for that, or the products, you know, so that you'll know the products when you're talking to your prospects. You know a little bit about the products. I'm not saying you have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a doctor to do it. You just have a little overview, okay? So there's a lot of ways to stay involved, and that's key. That's really key, is to stay involved and, you know, to get out there and to talk to a lot of people, and you know, whether it's through your phone, whether it's through your tablet, your computer, or whether it's face to face. Okay, so basically that's it for me. You know, that's all I can really tell you. You know, that number one is, you know, even me, I don't do enough of it. I should be doing more of that, you know, so that my business can grow. But if your business is not growing, it's gonna be basically those two things that you're not doing, okay? So if you wanna make it grow, talk to a lot of people and involve yourself into the business, okay? It's a great opportunity. We have, you know, the great thing about Zingular, as I said early on in the meeting, that it has been around for a long time. Well, Zingular itself has just a short time, but basically where it came from, we've been here for a long time, okay? And it's not going anywhere. It's got one of the best marketing plans in the industry. The only thing, you know, the system is there, okay? The system is there. All you got to do is jump in that system, okay? That's all you need to do. Get in the system and let the system do its work, okay? All you need to do is talk. All right. So, anyways, I want to wish everybody here, I should say the fathers that are here. I want you to, you know, wish you happy Father's Day, whether you're here in the Philippines or you're in the U.S. or wherever you may be. Okay. And yeah, there's a face-to-face meeting in Cebu on June 24 at 6 p.m. at the City Sports Club. So for those of you that are in the Cebu area, please join us there. And I'm sure you have some up there in Manila. Let me scroll here. There's no schedule here. Anyways, I'm sure there's one happening in Manila as well, or it just happened. But anyways, it's great to see you here. And hopefully one day we'll all meet together face to face with, maybe we won't be wearing masks anymore, okay? So have a good morning, everybody, and drink your coffee, okay? Okay, good morning. And I'm done. Okay, bye.